we're going on to the next award, which is the best team goal, which is an award that has gone to not necessarily the best finish, not necessarily the best overall, but just for the best play from a possession point of view. Leicester City have changed their way of playing since 2016, where we play on the counter attack, and the best team goal to kind of go from one player to another. And we're doing not just Premier League, we're counting FA Cup in this as well. So I just hand over to you, James. What is your best team goal of the year?
I think it was Vardy, Palace away, where he did the Eagle celebration. I think that's the one for me. Yes, it involved most of the team, passes galore, and that's the kind of Leicester that we like to see. So for me, it's got to be him and his Eagle celebration.
And I think there was a really good build-up of play, and also Demarai Gray looked absolutely fantastic for that goal. The way he dummied it, then he ran round, played the pass, and then the shot into goal was, I think, fantastic. So that's one of them on our list as well. Just over to you. And what is your best team goal of the year?
There's two that I had in mind. So one was the Palace one that James has just mentioned, and as well Arsenal at home, because at the time it was a really tight game, and I think it was Vardy that finished it off as well. But sort of how well worked it was. Demarai Gray again getting involved down sort of the right hand side, playing it back to Tielemans, and it was just because of how well that goal was worked, but in how big a game it was as well. It was just absolutely incredible. And then Vardy does what he always does against Arsenal and scores.
Yeah, and I remember for that goal as well, that indeed he hit the post maybe 10 minutes before. We just couldn't find a way through, but it was coming, and just that release as soon as that goal went in, that when Jamie Vardy scored that, and the build-up of play from another player, from Demarai Gray to Yuri Tielemans, back to Maddison with a lovely back heel pass from Harvey Barnes as well, was brilliant. Is there any other, Alex, that you can think of that would consider your best team goal of the year?
I think the two that I don't think I can at this point. Like I said, I'm going through the archives and I can think of many, but I can't really.
So this is the one we didn't put out on Twitter.
Yeah.
But one of the ones that I was thinking of as well was the Iheanacho goal against Brentford during the FA Cup, where Pratt spills a fantastic ball over to the right wing. James Justin, one of his first games for Leicester City, then crosses it over, and Nacho just slots it into the back of the net within, I think, the first 10 minutes or so. So that one, the Jamie Vardy 2-0 against Palace away, and the Jamie Vardy against Arsenal at home is our three. So obviously we seem to be split a little bit, but would you guys agree? So which one do you think, I'll hand over to you, James, will be the better out of them three goals? Which one would you pick?
On the whole, probably the Arsenal goal. Like Anne said, we were getting pegged back, and then we took control of the game, and that goal was just immense. So although I said the Palace goal at the start, I think that Arsenal goal was probably the best one.
I agree. I think everybody's in agreement as well with the Arsenal goal, even though the Crystal Palace one was a very, very tight one. I think that as well, the Arsenal goal was fantastic. So just to recap, it is the Jamie Vardy goal against Arsenal at home. I think, was that Unai Emery's last match in charge? Think so. Where for that first goal, and that just lifted the roof off the King Power. So that was fantastic. So that's the best team goal.